Hello and welcome back to the channel. The Global Korea Scholarship, or GKS, which is a scholarship that is offered by South Korean government to international students to study in South Korea to do either an undergraduate degree, which is a bachelor's degree, or a graduate degree, which is a master or PhD, is currently available for international students to study. But this is the undergraduate version, which means you can apply to study in South Korea to do a bachelor's degree or an associate degree. It is important to note that this scholarship has two tracks. One is the embassy track and the other one is the university track. Embassy track simply means you will submit hard copies of your documents to your local Korean embassy in your home country, while university track means you will have to post your documents directly to your desired university in South Korea. But first, there are certain things that you must do if you want to succeed in this scholarship. There is the first step that you must take if you really want to succeed in this scholarship. Trust me, every scholarship has its role, and it is upon the applicant, the person who wants to study in any country, to look for the documents and then follow the rules of the scholarship. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the first step that you must take if you really want to succeed in the Global Korean Government Scholarship. If you don't take this first step, you will not succeed in the scholarship. Trust me, this video is going to be very short. I need you to know the first step that you must take. If it is that you just heard about this scholarship today, if it happens that you're just knowing about the scholarship today, this is the first step that you must take if you want to succeed. If not, you would waste your money, your time to get your documents ready to apply for this scholarship. What is that first step? The first step is to know where to get the different documents. So I'll share my screen with you so that we can go ahead and look at this first step that you must take. Alright, so the first thing that you must make sure you do is you need to go to Google. Go to Google and then go to the website Study in Korea. This is it, studyinkorea.go.kr. If you want, you can put GKS. And then it will take you to this page. I hope my screen is being shared. It will take you to this page, and then the next thing is you need to click on that page, and then you would see Study in Korea, run by Korean government. Next thing is you have to go down and look for GKS. And then you would find it was launched on the 10th of September. You would find 2025 Global Korea Scholarship for Undergraduate. You have to go to this page, and then you would find this announcement. Go down, and then you would find this information. These are application documents. The first one is the application guideline in English and in Korean. You must read this application document. You must, I need to insist, you must read the application guideline. If you don't read the application guideline, you will not follow the steps. Because, for example, some students are asking, do I need to have a Korean language certificate? Do I need to have an English certificate? It is clearly stated on this document that if you have an English certificate, you have points depending on your score. If you have a Korean language certificate, you have some points depending on your score, which means for somebody who has topic level 4 or 5, they have more points, which means they are beginning the application process with an advantage. You must know that if you have an English proficiency test, be it TOEFL, IELTS, you have an advantage compared to somebody who does not have that English test or Korean language test. It's important. Now, the next thing is you need to look at the application forms. This is the document that has the application form. The application form has different sections. You have to look at it and then start thinking about how you are going to fill it out. You must also fill it on your computer. Next thing is university information. This document has all the universities that are in partnership with South Korean government in this scholarship, and also you would find the different majors that you want to apply to. You would find information about the majors and the divisions. So you must make sure you follow this document. Next thing is the promotion poster. Anyway, this one is university information A to J, university information K to Y. They have just numbered it because you have from A, which begins with probably Ajo University, right down to university that begins with J, and then from K to Y, the last one Y will be probably Yonsei University in Seoul. So this is the first step that you must take. Now let's open the application guideline for a bit. This video is not going to be long. So all you need to do is just click on it and then it will open. Let me make this bigger. You would find here the 2024 Global Career Scholarship Application Guideline for undergraduates. If you go down, you would find useful information about associate degree. They say it's 2 to 3 years. You have 1 year to learn Korean language, and then bachelor degree. Associate degree is not a full degree. Bachelor's degree is a full degree. And then you'll find information about embassy track, the total number of students that they will take. Embassy track has general and IRTS. And then you have university track. It has regional GKS, which is university track universities. And then there is UIC. UIC is University Industry Corporation, which is universities that are under GKS, but these universities have a partnership with some Korean companies, which means if you are doing UIC, you would have the opportunity to go to some companies and learn some practicals. And then you'll find associate. So these are the university tracks from RGKS, UIC, and associate degree. These are the university track, which means you will send your documents directly to the university in South Korea. If you go down also, you would find type A, and then there is type B. Type A universities are mostly universities that we can call them popular. They are mostly in the bigger city or the capital of South Korea, or nearest, basically in Gyeonggi province. Gyeonggi is the biggest province in South Korea. Gyeonggi has Suwon, where you have Ajo University. You have some universities in Incheon, where you have the Incheon International Airport. So basically, it is important to note that type A universities in most cases are very competitive because they are in the capital city of South Korea. Everybody wants to live in the capital city, which means if you're applying to any of these type A universities, there is a high chance that there will be high competition. And then type B universities now are universities that are out of Seoul, or the capital of South Korea, or Gyeonggi province to be in general, because when we talk of Seoul, Seoul is the capital, yes, but you have other places like Ansan, you have places like Suwon that are also under Gyeonggi province because that's the biggest province. But these other universities are not in Gyeonggi province. They are in other provinces. Like there is Busan. Busan is like a touristic area in South Korea. Busan is about 4 hours if you drive from Seoul. And then you have other universities like Daegu Catholic University. There is also Daegu University and other universities in other corners of South Korea. Type B universities in most cases are not very competitive because people don't want to go far. People don't want to go and live in maybe some village. But the good thing about South Korea is that the transportation is very good, which means if you want to be going to Seoul anytime that you want, you can always go to Seoul. So that's the difference between type A and type B. And then there is UIC, University Industry Corporation. These are the universities that are under. And then there is RGKS. These are university track majors. And then associate degree also are university track majors. University track means you will send your documents. It's not online, but it's important to read this document because somewhere in this document they are telling you that you should read the document, because some universities might tell you to first apply online print the application document, add it with the other documents that you have, and then post it to South Korea. So you must make sure you visit the different universities that are under either UIC, RGKS, or associate degree. You must go to their websites and look at the conditions for application. It's very important, because I keep on getting questions and I'm like, most of the students applying for this scholarship have not taken the time to read this document. It's very important. Also, there is one older document that they've not yet added here, but they will add it. If you go back to RGKS, go back to the scholarship that was launched last year for undergraduate. If you go to page 4, you would find it 2024. Remember, the other one was 2025. 2024, go and read this document, because the changes will not be that much. They call it frequently asked questions. If I open it, you would see why you need to read it. There are certain information there that you must know. For example, information about nationality, the kind of documents that you need to submit. Normally, if you have a birth certificate and your birth certificate says, okay, I am John. John was born maybe in Nigeria or maybe in India. This is John's father. It gives the name of John's father, and then says John's father is also India or maybe Nigeria. It says this is John's mother. It gives the names of John's mother, and then says John's mother is also Nigeria or Indian. In that case, your birth certificate is enough. If it happens that your birth certificate has your name, but it does not have information about it has information about your name and your country of birth, but does not have information about your parents' country of birth, that's when you would consider adding your parents' passports to the application, which means you have to authenticate your birth certificate and then authenticate your father and your mother's passport or any other government document. Also, ID cards in some cases can work, but there are some special conditions under which ID card can work, especially if it's a government issued ID card, and also if the ID card carries information about your parents' place of birth. But they are in most cases recommending either a family registrar. So the second document after birth certificate is a family register, or your passport. It says here passport or any other government issued document, because your parents' passport will carry their name and also their country of birth clean and clear. But if they don't have passport, but they have an ID card that is a government issued ID card and it carries their name and their passport, you would have to authenticate. But the best way to know is to call your local South Korean embassy in your home country and ask them that, okay, you want to apply. It's your right to call them. That's why the documents that I've said that you should look for on this website carry information about contact numbers of the different embassies in your home country, so you can actually call them. If you email them, they don't respond, call them and ask them that, okay, my birth certificate does not carry my parents' place of birth. What can I use as a substitute? They will tell you it is your right. So it's very important that you make sure you read this frequently asked. It has a lot of information, even information about deceased parents. It's important that you read this document. That being said, I'm going to end the video here. Very soon I'll come back live and then we will apply through the embassy track, because I already have another video on this channel on how to apply through university track. I need to make a video on how to apply through embassy track.